Nearly 90% of Americans live in a potential earthquake zone, but only 12% of California homeowners have earthquake coverage. On the Consumer Watch, Julie Watts explains how, for the first time in a long while, consumer advocates are actually recommending it.
It was right after Loma Prieta that Nathan Schuhalter decided to buy earthquake insurance.
It's a frightening experience. I hope you'll never be able to use it, of course, but it's there, it's insurance.
And with his home just 2 miles from the Hayward fault, having coverage seemed like a necessity until he took a closer look at his deductible.
So it was a $35,000 deductible, which was outrageous.
So Schuhalter dropped his insurance and instead retrofitted his home for less than $20,000.
The damage can be reduced substantially by having a house retrofitted.
Like many, contractor Dave Ford doesn't believe in earthquake insurance. He thinks retrofitting is more cost-effective because you'd have to have significant damage to collect on traditional high-deductible policies. And that's a sentiment Doug Heller used to agree with.
The reality is, if you have equity in your home especially, and if you live even remotely close to an earthquake fault, it's a good time to go back and look for earthquake insurance coverage if you don't have it.
The executive director of Consumer Watchdog explains rates continue to decrease even as the risk of a major quake increases. According to the California Earthquake Authority, as the science of earthquakes and structural engineering improves, so does their understanding of risk. And based on that, they're reducing premiums.
Right now, only about 12% of Californians actually have earthquake coverage. If the disaster strikes and you have coverage, your home will be the first to be rebuilt.
Heller points out in a major earthquake, those without insurance will have to wait for government assistance or qualify for a loan to rebuild. Something Nathan Schuhalter hopes won't be an issue for his retrofitted home because
I know we're going to have an earthquake.
Now, there are many exclusions in earthquake policies like driveways, pools, etc. And the deductible is typically 10 to 15% of the cost to rebuild the actual structure. On the Consumer Watch, Julie Watts, CBS 5.